How long is it supposed to last? Isn't it guaranteed to last? Oh, well, they have a 6-month guarantee. I go, you mean to tell me that this brand new $3,000 television is only guaranteed to last 6 months? I go, how many of these come back? Do they all break? Do I have to buy this service contract? Don't you make goods and stand by what you make anymore in America? No. Think about it. I have a toaster. I think it's from 1965. Works perfect. Beautiful. No problem. Try to buy a toaster today and see how long it lasts. Buy a TV today. See how long it lasts before it breaks down. Buy a computer. See how long it lasts before it breaks. I bought a pepper mill from, of course, made in China. That lasted 2 months before it broke. And you can't bring them back. You just buy a new one. Think of the stuff you buy. Most of it's made in China. And it just breaks. I bought a pocket tape recorder. That lasted about 6 months. It just breaks. Cell phones. How long do they last? They don't last. They just break. You have to rebuy a new one. Alarm clocks. They break. You buy a chair made in China. It doesn't last. They break. iPods, iPhones. Everything breaks. It's just a little bit out of control here. A little bit out of control. I saw a movie over the weekend. Some of you may have heard of it. Secretariat. And it's a lovely movie. It's also another great movie I liked, which you should watch. I would encourage you. Matter of fact, make sure both of these are on our video. Seabiscuit and Secretariat. Two great movies. And I'll tell you the reason why Secretariat was a good movie. We talk a lot about, if you listen to Your Wish is Your Command, the law of attraction. And when you decide you want something, don't focus on the how. Just focus on what you want. And the universe will basically provide the method. And sometimes, matter of fact, not sometimes, most of the time, the method is not what you thought, not what you had anticipated, not what you would even consider. Well, in this movie, there was an interesting scene. And this is a true story. It's historically accurate. Secretariat is noted as one of the greatest racehorses of all time. It is the last racehorse that won the Triple Crown, which means it won the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness Stakes, and the Belmont Stakes in a 6-week period of time, which is unbelievably difficult. It's for 3-year-old horses only, and it hasn't been done since 1973 when Secretariat did that. And before that, it was 25 years earlier. Before Secretariat won in 1973, it was 25 years earlier before the last horse did this. Well, the woman who owns the horse, she's focused on this horse is going to win the Triple Crown. It's going to win the Triple Crown. It's going to win the Triple Crown. Well, the race before the Triple Crown, the warm-up race, which is 4, 5, 6 weeks before the Kentucky Derby, Secretariat, the horse, is in this race. Now, an interesting thing about this horse actually ate like a horse. This horse, Secretariat, actually ate more food than like any other horse. This horse loved to eat and ate and ate and ate. Just loved it. The problem is the horse put on a little extra weight because the horse would eat so much. So the horse gained weight. And everyone was concerned that the horse would eat so much and was a little bit overweight, which would obviously hurt the horse's chances in the Kentucky Derby and in its attempt to win the Triple Crown. So they put the horse in the race previous, the race right before the Kentucky Derby, and the horse is the favorite, it's supposed to win. Well, the horse doesn't win. Secretariat loses the race coming up before the Kentucky Derby. They don't know why. Everyone's upset. Nobody can figure it out. Did the jockey not ride the horse right? Did the trainer not train the horse properly? What happened? Nobody knows. After the race, they're examining the horse. And after the race, the horse doesn't eat anything, which is a big shock. Nobody can understand this. The next day, the horse doesn't eat anything, and they don't know what's wrong with the horse. So they're looking at the horse and looking at the horse, and finally they find that the horse has a huge abscess in its tooth, in one of its teeth. This abscess caused the horse, it made the horse struggle with breathing. Therefore, the horse didn't run that race very well and lost the race. But the horse, because of the abscess, couldn't eat. Well, over the next few weeks, the horse is not eating very much at all, if anything, which is dangerous. And they're debating what's going to happen. Is the abscess going to heal in time for the Kentucky Derby? Do they scratch the horse and not put the horse in the Kentucky Derby, which would be financially devastating? What's going to happen? Well, the day before the Kentucky Derby, they feed the horse, and up until now, the horse isn't eating. The day before the Kentucky Derby, the horse eats everything they put in front of him. Eats like a maniac. Obviously, the abscess has been healed, and the horse is eating crazy. The horse goes into the Kentucky Derby the next day and wins, and goes on to win the Preakness and then win the Belmont by 33 lengths, the largest length of victory ever. And that horse, Secretariat, ran the Belmont in the fastest time ever in history. No one's beat it before or since. But here's the point of the story. If that horse didn't have that abscess, that horse would have ate and ate and ate and ate and ate, and probably, because the horse ate so much, probably, or maybe there's a good chance, that horse wouldn't have won the Kentucky Derby or the Triple Crown. But because of that abscess, the horse lost weight, which made the horse lighter. And because 2 days before it was able to eat all the food, it got all its energy back and was in the perfect, absolute perfect shape to win the Kentucky Derby and go on to win the Triple Crown. That's how life is, folks. That's how life is. All right. Now, when you talk about the mind, I got a couple things here I want to talk about. Okay. So I want to talk about how the mind works. People always wonder if the mind affects the body. I've said on this show before that your thoughts are the most important thing to health. Dr. Caldwell's been on here, verified this. We've had John Gray, we've had Dr. Marshall, we've had all these different people talk about how the mind affects the body, and it is the most important thing for your health, what you think and how you think. If you don't believe that the mind can affect the body, I'll give you 2 examples to prove this. The first example is the placebo effect. The placebo effect is when double-blind studies are conducted by researchers where they take, let's say, 100 people with, let's say, asthma. 50 people are given, well, they're all given a pill, but half are given a drug that they're testing, and the other half are given a pill with nothing in it. And you don't know what you're getting. They look at those people who got the drug and see what percentage of them actually were cured or helped by the drug. Then they look at the people who got nothing and see what percentage of them had a reduction in symptoms or were helped by doing nothing. And that way they can compare and see, did the drug really have any effect or what have you. What most people don't know is in all studies, all, not 50%, not 70%, not 90%, not 95%, in every single study, there is a percentage of people who get nothing that are completely cured. And in the majority of these studies, those who get nothing, it's usually a higher percentage that are actually cured compared to those who actually get the drug. The reason that they're cured is because of their mind, what they're thinking. The placebo effect is scientifically documented and verified. And it is the scientific evidence and proof that the mind can cure you of an incurable disease. Think about this. You're sitting there. You have a thought, just an instantaneous thought, and instantly you get goosebumps all over your body. Think about that. Your body created goosebumps in a nanosecond based on a thought. Your mind is unbelievably powerful. 100% unbelievably powerful beyond your wildest imaginations. And with your mind, you can create virtually anything and everything you want. But the number one problem that people have when they're trying to create what they want in their life is they get angry, they get frustrated, they get impatient, they get upset that they don't have what they want right now. That emotion is going to make sure and guarantee that you won't ever get it. The magical point in time has to be when you don't have it, you feel absolutely fantastic, even though you don't have it yet. That's the point. I remember years ago, a guy by the name of Jim Agard told me, you have to have the right attitude if you want to become wealthy. And I said to him, sure, if I had your money, I'd have your attitude too. And he said, no, the money doesn't give you the attitude. The attitude gives you the money. He says, you have to have my attitude when you're flat broke, when you're in debt, when the bill collectors are calling. When you have the right attitude then, that's the only way you'll get the money. All the people that bitch and whine and complain, they'll always stay broke. The universe will give them more things to bitch, whine, and complain about. That's just how it works. Absolutely 100% how it works. You know, some of you listening are members in the Global Information Network. Some of you are involved in network marketing as your method of choice to try to generate some money. Most of you who are involved in network marketing, multi-level marketing, referral marketing, affiliate marketing, most people who join do not succeed. Why is that? Because most people don't do anything. If you look at 1,000 people that join Amway, Shaklee, Mary Kay, Monavie, Herbalife, Manatech, Goji Juice, whatever it is, Gin, if you look at 1,000 people that join these companies and you look a year later what they're earning for income, just one out of 1,000 will be making a decent residual income. What's the difference between that one and the 999 who ain't making anything? It's real simple. The 999 who ain't making anything didn't do anything. They didn't go to work. If you say, well, I have a job working down the factory. Oh, good. Did you get paid this week? Yes, I got paid. Okay. How many hours did you put in working at the factory? I put in 40 hours. Okay. Well, next week, don't put in any hours and see if they give you a paycheck. When you're in network marketing, I ask people, did you make any money last month? What was your check? I didn't get a check. This program doesn't work. Interesting. How many hours did you put in working your business? Well, I put in 15. Doing what? Shuffling papers on your desk? There's only one activity in network marketing, folks, and that is talking to people who are not in your business about your business in an attempt to get them in the business. That's the only activity that'll put money in your pocket. The real question is, how many hours did you do last month doing that? If you do that month after month after month, 15 to 20 hours a month, you will make money. The statistics show that 100% of the people who do that make money after a year. 100%. It's got the highest success rate of any business opportunity or money-making opportunity out there. But some people are just plain dumb when it comes to understanding network marketing. And I'll give you